All right, here is the Ecoflow smart generator. This will be our initial startup. We did put oil in it and follow the instructions that come with your manual. Nice and easy. They include all the tools for it. We got everything set up. First thing you need to do, turn your fuel cap to on. Then over here you have a switch that turns to on. And once it does that, you're gonna see the screen here. You can see the 100% is the actual fuel. I just filled it up. I did hit the electric start once just to make sure it would pull fuel into the system. But here's how easy this is to start. You hold it for a couple seconds. There you go. I don't know if you can tell on the phone camera here, but it is very quiet. Runs really smooth and clean. And we don't have it plugged into anything, so there's no output going yet, but we'll do that here in just a minute. And then to turn it off, you simply just turn this knob back to off, and it'll turn off. So now we're gonna give it a quick pull. It has a pull string here in case you're having battery issues or how the electric start's not working. So you do the same thing, make sure your cap is on, turn this on. You see the screen and the fuel gauge comes on. Now I'm just going to give this a little pull from sitting right here. There you go. Started right up. I'm actually sitting down in my garage doing this with no issues. And all right, we're going to go ahead and try a little load here real quick. I haven't hooked up my Delta Max battery yet. That's where your plug will go. And we'll do that here in just a little bit. If you have a Delta Pro, you're going to need a little adapter that goes into that, so it'll plug into your Delta Pro. But I have the Delta Max, and it's going to work straight out of the box. And then right here we have our 120. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my shop vac that I use for all of my after all of my cooks on the pellet grill to clean it up. Again, we're going to go ahead and start this thing up. Go ahead and let it start up, do its thing. You see it's running now. And then we are plugged in, but we don't have anything going. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. It's gonna be loud. I'm gonna turn on my vacuum here. Let me see what it is. There you go. I ran the vacuum. It runs fine. You can see the output wasn't very high. It does pick up the RPMs on the generator, which makes it a little louder. It's still very quiet for a generator. There it goes, it kicked back down on the idle. Then you can see as it idles, it'll show you how many hours it'll run on the fuel you have. So just like all the Ecoflow products, when you're pulling any kind of watts out of this thing, it's going to let you know how long it'll run depending on what you're using at the time, and you can kind of gauge that. Next thing we'll do is we'll hook it up to our battery and see how the actual smart part of this generator works. All right, we are now connected our Ecoflow smart generator. We've connected it to the Delta Max battery. That you can look back in the links and find the review on that. I got a couple things plugged in. Shop fan. It is pushing 100 degrees already here in Texas this morning. We're connected via the cable that came with our smart generator. I just threw my laptop on there to go ahead and make it pull some more power. Of course, on my favorite website. And you can see we are at 31%. The generator is set to turn on at 30% and then run to 80. So what we're going to do is try to catch it here right as we get to 30%. And then we will let it run, let it charge it back up to 80%. And then we'll check back and see kind of how long it took and if it did everything right and shut off on its own. But like I said, everything on here is ready to go. There it goes. just before 30%. Our numbers are coming up there. The input just keeps rising. Output is about the same. And as you can see, it's starting to get to about 1700, 1650. We are officially charging. I did not touch anything other than set the app to go at 30%. And we're going to let this thing run and see how far we get. Looks like it says about an hour for it to be charged. So we'll see what happens and check back. All right, I made sure everything was quiet here for the video. It took about 15 minutes to go to 50%. It kept, the input was pretty steady. It fluctuates tiny bit. It's pretty impressive how the Ecoflow technology is created to put that sine wave technology into it, and that power stays pretty good. You can see that we're at 92% on the gas. It says 99 hours right now. While it was still running, it said 4 hours left. So obviously it'll read with what it's doing. But again, I changed it to 50%. I had it at 80, but for time's sake, I went in the app, used the little slider, went to 50%. Once it hit 50%, it stopped running, idled down. It ran for a little while and then cut off. I'm back down to 49%, but I've got everything turned off now. But again, this is amazing smart technology, how these two marry together. And next we're going to connect the extra battery and double our size, and we'll go ahead and turn on the generator and see what it does and what kind of input we get with two batteries connected. Again, the smart feature, amazing, worked perfect. All right, I have the smart generator now. It's still connected to my Delta Max, and then I have the extra battery. It came with a Delta Max connected to it also. That doubles your battery power. So a couple of things about the Delta Max is it has the 2 ports there. You can do a combination of solar panels, generator, or battery as long as you have 2 in. So you could do solar panel plus the smart generator. You could run 2 of these if you want to get that, or this combination where you have double the battery plus the smart generator. Now I'm going to go ahead and start it from the app. I have it running on my little tablet here via the Wi-Fi. It's real easy. You can't see the screen, but all you do is swipe from your app. Starts right up. And there you go. You can see it's working up again, and it is now charging. And as these go down, it will basically charge both batteries. So if you let it run, you're able to completely fill this up and double your capacity, which is a pretty neat deal. Very good technology. It's going to charge pretty fast. And again, if you're done and you would like to go ahead and turn it off, you can use your app. All you do is swipe at the bottom and confirm. There you go. I just shut that off using the app. I just used it on my tablet just to be easier since I'm filming on this phone. But there you have it. This is the Ecoflow smart generator. It works as a regular generator with a 120 volt AC port. It works best when married with the other Ecoflow products, where you can use the smart technology and set it when it starts to keep your batteries full. Great for boondocking, camping, power outages, anything else. But you match this with your solar panel, your extra battery, you're going to be able to keep your refrigerator running and stay comfortable and have your devices charged up for days and possibly weeks at a time. It does not use a lot of gas. The fuel is I've used 92% all these tests, and it didn't take very much. Again, make sure you follow everything in your owner's manual. It'll give you real easy instructions on how to get this thing going with the oil and the fuel and So now that I've got it off, let's go ahead and show you how you turn it off. First thing you do is you always need to close that and keep the gas cap shut down. And then you simply turn this there and it will shut down. And there you have it. We are now making our own power, and we have a smart generator to keep it going. Excellent products, and they are designed to work together. They look the same. They've got the same styling. It's very good product.